So yeah, thanks very much for inviting us out today. It's
You're welcome, man.
So we'll jump straight in. So obviously you're working with Mr. Ohara Davies.
Mr. Humble Ohara Davies.
How's that been?
I got to say, so far so good. You know, I made the mistake, you know, of judging the man through social media. That was kind of like my thinking in terms of like, I'm gonna work with this guy, yes or no. But I had the call, you know, from Lee Eaton at MTK asking me to work with Ohara, and I said, listen, let's see how the first week goes, and we go from there. And once I met the guy, because I met the guy before we start training, I said to him, you know what my values are, you know, what I'm expecting from my people, and then kind of like it went well. We start training, and man, it's so far so good, you know.
Since I've known you, you've always had like a small kind of stable, and you're very particular about what kind of people you work with. So obviously the whole social media thing with Ohara Davies obviously was probably a little bit off-putting. Since you've kind of been working together, like you've seen a different side to which many.
Yes, 100%. You know, I think he's a very nice man. You know, but the problem, he doesn't show that up on social media. You know, I know he has said kind of like quite a few things in the past that I don't agree with, but then again, one thing he might goes, I'm sorry, and the next day he'll blow up. So it's something that I can't change, and I'm not changing the man. You know, I think he's a good person, but the problem is how he comes across on social media.
Because I said to him before, it's like people know him from what he is.
Yeah.
And in a way, you kind of don't want him to change again who he is. But for him to kind of maybe, not say succeed, but to kind of go forward, you know, without kind of any controversy, do you think, you know, just needed to tweet certain things just to kind of...
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of respect for me, you know. I said things very, very straightforward, you know. I didn't want nothing to kind of like come up with a surprise in the middle of the camp or after the camp or anything like that. He knows what I'm expecting from him, and yeah, just turn this up. There we go. And is that boss?
Yes.
Yeah,
So otherwise we're going to get ding 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 for that whole...
So yeah, he knows what I'm expecting, and he knows what he's going to expect from me as well. So
just a little bit, you're working with Will. Obviously we talked a bit kind of off camera, Will Jones. So talk about that relationship, because obviously, you know, you're working kind of together kind of as well.
Yeah, because I'll start kind of like, you know, coming to Essex to train Ohara. He said, oh, I've got a gym, you know, with a friend of mine, and I came here, and that's how I came across to Will. Amazing, you know, young coach. He's got a lot of potential as well. He's got great amateurs, and again, he's a very nice guy, you know, very dedicated to the sport, and I hope, you know, he one day people will get to know the man.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very similar setup, saying to like the Raptors. It's like
yes, he's quite nice. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
A bit colder, but but okay, just following on. So you've got Courtney as well, amateur, which we've interviewed as well. Tell me a little bit about Courtney.
I mean, she is an amazing talent. You know, first day I came here and I started training Ohara, I started getting to know Will, and he said, oh, you need to see this amateur girl. And I was watching her doing shadow boxing in the mirror, and I'm like, wow. I mean, how old is she? When he went 20, I'm like, amazing. He's just natural talented. I don't try to change her like hairstyle or anything like that. Just adding to her, because that I'm not changing people's styles. You know, even maybe quite a few people might think that, but I don't change people's styles. I'll work with them. You know, and I said to her, you know, I could help you with this and that. She was happy, and now just all she needs is experience. You know, and I believe with guidance, you know, with a mentor on her side, and take her through the right paths. You know, I think, you know, the world will be there for her.
Yeah, definitely. Just going back, obviously, you're talking about kind of styles and you try not to change it too much. Just going back to Ohara quickly, was there much that needed change, or was it just kind of little tweaks?
Oh my God! For me as a coach, yes, he needs a lot kind of like changings, but that is me. But again, I can't go to him and say, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, because he has been there and done it. I said to him, all I'm saying is, let's work on these 3 things, for this camp. So I cannot get to confuse the guy, and so far so good,
Just moving on slightly. So actually, no, sorry, one thing I did want to say. Obviously, the golden contract with 3 guys that you don't know who you're going to fight yet. Are you having to kind of?
Yeah, I have been watching the 3 of them. We do stuff according sometimes, like in terms of like the training with the 3 of them. But then again, the 3 talented guys, they're there for a reason. They want the same thing as he wants, and that's what makes this tournament so excited.
Take Ohara out the equation. Who do you think's the tougher? Forget like the trash talk. Who do you think is going to be the tougher out of all 3?
I probably would think Mimou will be like the French guy, he's a world champion, the pedigree is there. But same thing with Taro McKenna, he's WBC international title champion, Ohara as well. Yeah. But I think probably the biggest challenge will be the French kid, Yeah, a very, very good mover, he moves so well. And
he's unknown.
Yes, kind of,
obviously you're extremely talented Kazakh.
My baby boy.
Obviously he's in Pakistan at the moment,
Yeah.
and you've got other things, kind of Ohara and other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
When we like to see Sultan back in the UK?
Well, he just got engaged, so congratulations, my mum, in Kazakhstan. He's going to stay there for this camp, I have spoken to him, everything is all good. He's got the wedding in the summer, which I'm planning to go to as well. And then, after that, just like come back, and just like let's do some more work together, because there's kind of like a few things that I watched the fight, straight away after his victory, I went back to the hotel and I watched the fight and I said, listen, we're gonna start to work on these things and these things. But he's an amazing talent, and he's an absolutely pleasure to train, and the beauty thing is he has been with me from day one, and me looking at kind of like coaches like Canelo, and his coach, that they have been there together from day one, and I believe hopefully, me and Sultan can go and do that as well. It's just, for me, it would be a dream come true. So.
It's a great kind of camaraderie, you guys.
Yeah, we got an amazing relationship.
How many times do you think you'll fight this year?
Sultan, maybe 2 or 3, because now he starts to step up into that level. He'll probably defend the title now in May or March.
Would you go for Kazakhstan equivalent of like the British title?
No, they don't have national titles in there now as a professional. So he's got that title. You could go into kind of like WBC, Asian titles and things like that, because that's where Kazakhstan, is. But no, they don't have the national titles.
Oh, good. That's it, I think, for your stable now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's still going on with Joshua still, Sultan and Ohara for now.
Busy year then?
Oh God, yes, so fast. And then it's like, there's kind of like a lot of things, on the books, but I can't say much at the moment, but hopefully, I'll have good news for everybody.
Good, yeah. Make sure you give us a
Yes, I will.
Cool. When we said I'd come, we'll do a proper interview when you're a little bit less busy, but thanks for giving us some of your time.
Thank you for coming, man. Thank you, mate.